Hi there guys, and welcome back to the adventure mode of Hyrule Warriors. We're now going on to an adventure battle map, and we will not use... I guess I'll show off what the compass does. Normally I have no need to use it, but when you use it, character goes and it'll become sparkly. That's a suspicious area, so obviously we're going to become an arsonist, set this tree on fire, and it unlocks the unlockable for this mission, which thankfully is just a battle reward. But you might be saying, what is that ice rod looking item? And I will say that it is not an ice rod. It is something much cooler. Which is strange, because the ice rod is literally... It's literally ice. But no, we will be heading into this mission, and we will be doing it as our next costume, the Hero of Twilight tunic, which makes him look grittier, a bit older. It really does. I mean, you look at this Link, and he looks like a dashing young man. But you look at this, and actually, I don't know. It makes him older and younger at the same time. It's strange. The colors are saturated. You know, it looks straight out of Twilight Princess, which was my personal first 3D Zelda that I owned. And I mean, because it's, you know, Twilight Princess, we have to use the spinner. In addition to it being the best weapon, it also comes from Twilight Princess, and we're going to use our 420 spinner. Alright. Oh boy, who is this man? Is it really a man? I've never read this before. This is new. Are there 35-year-old fairies? Is Tingle one of them, despite his unorthodox? He's pure innocent by selling maps. Oh, yeah, Tingle. He's in this game. Remember him? If the mission doesn't call for a specific character, I will be showing off those the DLC characters in those missions. Otherwise, they don't actually get much playtime because there's no missions that require them. So, otherwise, though, you know, I'm pretty sure there's some missions where it's just, you know, for fun and stuff, and we'll definitely be trying them out for those ones. But for now, we're actually in the Elden Volcano, and as you can see here, there's all sorts of stuff. There is a heart container for Link, which is in the exit square down there, which is, where are we? We're up there. So we're going to make our way downtown there, because not only would it be, is it going to give us an extra heart, or rather a heart piece, I don't know, it's one of the two. It'll also be nice to stem the flow and get that corner to be ours. So without any further ado, let's go! This is also famously known as the Link that's in Smash Bros, which, I mean, a lot of people like that Link. It's strange, though, because in Smash 4, it's this Link, but with a very strange face and brighter colors. I do not enjoy the face that Link has in Smash Bros. I've said it before, though, the spinner is one of my favorite weapons in the game. It is just brutally overpowered, it feels like, because you're fast. You attack just by kind of running into things. Not actually just like running into them like with the horse. That actually does just I think 1 point of damage, mostly for combos and stuff. Like, yeah, no, this is a powerful weapon, and you know, it's like you can just attack and keep going at basically the same speed. If you're just doing attack strings, you don't lose that much speed if you're going to somewhere. So it's like it's pretty good. I've already used this one before, though. It is cool to see the actual Link that uses it, though, using it. I mean, that's kind of a really nerdy thing to say. It's like, oh, I'm enjoying the fact that this is canon, rather than the whole thing of, oh, it's cool seeing non-canon pieces coming together, but that's whatevs. It's a nice Link costume, and again, these costumes aren't expensive. They're like, I think $1 for, or two, like $1 each, but you get them in a pack, if you will. I'm actually, it's kind of weird. I'm going between this game and Monster Hunter right now, and I'm so used to Monster Hunter's way of attacking and unequipping the item to actually get stuff, so it's definitely a change of pace from what I've been playing before. This one, I will say, though, is quite a bit easier. Well, I'm not sure. I've done Monster Hunter videos before. If you want to check those out, that's a fun game. I highly recommend it if you have a 3DS at all. I really do think that it's one of the best 3DS titles that will last you possibly forever. There is so much to do in that, much like this. And it does also have the idea of constant unlocks that I love. It's games like that, you know. Again, some might view it as junk food because that game is by far no means pretty. Like Hyrule or Monster Hunter and this game are both junk food. But you know what? Call me crazy. But sometimes you get tired of video games as art, if you will. I know I, for one, I don't really care too much for a lot of those indie games that are very artsy and stuff. It's like, and we have cuckoos, by the way. I don't know. I'd almost prefer my games to just be fun. I mean, I'm cool with games having deeper meanings and games being more mature and games being, you know, having ideas like that. But I personally don't like that. I much prefer my games to just be fun, you know? I mean, not to say that they can't be fun, but just it's not my kind of fun. This is my kind of fun. It's like games like this, games like Super Mario Galaxy, games like Knights, you know. I just love games that are small, enjoyable. Although I know some people wouldn't say Mario Galaxy is small. But like, you know what I mean. I don't know. Mario Galaxy is a pretty bad example because I think some people would definitely say that game's art. For sure. So we're going to go attack this commander up here because he's doing some pretty commanding stuff. I love the spinner though. It's just, I don't know. Is it cheating if you're just using what the game gives you? Because I don't believe so. I mean, if it's put in the game, I mean, like, this isn't a competitive game. Like, I mean, for competitive stuff, then I can sort of see, you know, it's like why Meta Knight's banned in Smash Bros. And stuff like that I can sort of see because you want it to not just be all Meta Knights and whatever for that. But for games like this, I don't think there's anybody who would just say, like, no, you can't use this because it's broken, but, you know. Then again, this is paid content. You have to have either a Link or Toon Link amiibo to unlock it. So if you have those, hey, thank you for buying a bonus thing. And, you know, though I don't really know if because they just announced that there are so many cuckoos appearing, Jesus. They announced that there's going to be amiibo cards coming out, which are, instead of just the amiibos, like, you can get cards that with a near-field communicator that lets you just scan those in, like an e-reader, if you will. God, I miss the e-reader. I never got one. And you'll just be able to get the bonuses. I guess I could tell my e-reader story. I really wanted one because of all the stuff you get in Animal Crossing with it, as well as, like, the Pokemon stuff. But the only way I could get one was to buy another Game Boy Advance with it included. And I remember being really sad about that because I've never been able to get one, and I highly doubt I'll be able to find one ever now because it's like, it's a gone thing. It's, you know, and I guess that's going to be a problem with amiibos one day. They're going to disappear too, and people just will have a hard time finding them for functionality. I'm talking like way in the future. I'm talking like when the Wii U is GameCube aged, which is a terrifying thought. And I know a lot of people are saying, like, oh yeah, the Wii U's almost done. It's like, what? No. I think the Wii U has at least 4 or 5 years left. Like, the Wii U's gonna be here for a while. Like, people are saying, oh yeah, Nintendo's already working on their next console. And it's like, well, duh. It's like, every company is already working on their next console. Because they want to see how much, like, what improvements they can make over what they've already made. It's like, of course they're gonna work towards, you know, getting a better console. So, but whatever. It's, in the end, it's just people's opinions. And I don't know whether I have to kill this guy up here. No, it's not. So let's actually, because we have to go up here and kill this guy first. Look at all these enemies. I love it. I still haven't turned off those things. I might do that after this part if I actually remember. I just keep forgetting. Oh, that was the key boss who was here. Oh, that's beautiful. So, yeah, no. That's my opinion. There's gonna be a mini rant per video, which is funny because I don't watch rant videos on YouTube because they make me angry. Mostly, even if they agree with my opinion, they make me angry. It's very strange. Use this so you don't get hit, and I accidentally use a potion too. Whatever. Ah, but here he comes, the Dragon Knight himself, Volga. It's okay though. We can use our spinner to spin him right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. So I'm actually gonna go 1, 2 to drop off one of these, and then use this to turn it into a little mobile spinning platform of death. That's strategy, kids. I'm not even. I was gonna say I'm not even gonna use any of my. I could totally just destroy him with all my focus spirits and stuff. And I guess I should say that there is no difficulty select for this mode. It's like you're just doing the levels you're on. It's like there's nothing else. It's just the levels that you do. And you know, they progressively get better or worse. You know, depending on how you view it in terms of difficulty. And thankfully we got this fancy new item. Now this too is a brand new weapon class for Link, and fitting because it's one that this Link in particular is able to use. And a weapon that as soon as I saw, I'm like, oh my god, this is everything I've wanted and more. Which also I thought the spinner would be an awesome weapon, and lo and behold I got it. Yes, Link is here with his spinner. I'm kind of sad that you don't end up using the classic spinner like at all, because by the time you scan an amiibo, it's like you've already unlocked all 3 of the levels for it, but whatever. It's the thought that counts. Looks semi-drunk there. Just semi. And we get AAA again, which is nice. We get the Silver Gauntlets, which is actually the power gauntlets from, well, any Zelda game that has you lifting rocks, and the ball and chain from Twilight Princess. Its gimmick is if you press the strong attack button, you can pick up and throw enemies and boxes or barrels or whatever you find. I never use it ever. It's a gimmick, really. It's a good weapon though. White sword, spinner, and shackle. So we're gonna get rid of this sword because we're not gonna need that. We're gonna get rid of this spinner because we can scan spinner amiibos for days. But, yes, there we go. That's another adventure map down, another item unlocked, and we will see you all next time on Hyrule Warriors.